again. But I'm off tomorrow. And I'm not ready to go to bed. But the bathrobe does look kind of fucking retarded, so let's change that. But think of it. Maybe freezing has something to do with the gear you're wearing. It did used to freeze a lot, and it stopped for a while. Kinda wanna go back to the Roman Legionnaire outfit. Let's do cat. I haven't done this one in a while. Wait, don't I have the Anubis outfit now? I killed him. Hey, welcome back here. No, it just occurred to me I should have the Anubis costume, because I did in fact kill him, so... where would I collect that? I don't know why that just occurred to me. But that's what you're supposedly get for killing Anubis, is you get a costume. I mean, clearly I don't have it, but that does... I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, the game froze on me. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the cat outfit. The only real beef I have with this outfit is the head is obviously larger than the body. Did I just run it over? Oh, he's good. For scavenging. What I can't have him running telling people Brandon Cobb runs people with horses. If the word get out, my career would be ruined forever. They'd be like, don't watch him, he runs people over with horses. By the way, it's up to you to keep my secret. Sorry my mic is going fritz. I mean on the fritz. I would say going blitz would be more accurate. Sometimes I'll be talking and I won't even know what he says. I'll be like, Basset Hound. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, we're doing that then. Why do I need to hide in a haystack? Hold up. You think I'm afraid of these assholes? You stop. What happened? Oh, come on, for real? You restarted me? You did, didn't you? You bastards. You know, I could just shoot their cages from here with arrows, right? Hey, it's 420 somewhere. Let's get that right up in my face. I'm tired of having to like bob and weave like it's a boxing match just to get in the camera. I'm like... I mean, first thing I did wrong went in the daytime. So let's just fix that real quick. My mic only pops when I move around. I try not to move around that much. That's not nighttime. What, you just couldn't sleep anymore? Take some freaking NyQuil. Go into like a NyQuil coma.
I should not be seen in this area.
We're gonna do this really cat-like, what with the outfit. Hi. Yeah, Yeah, it's a good spot. For absolutely no reason at all. Kinda wanna kill this ghost. But I don't need to. You know? I know it's just a video game, but I still feel kinda bad. You look super important.
Hey!
Hey, welcome, my viewer. I was almost tempted to finish that with, like, my brother. Pretty much anybody that watches my stream got nothing but love for it. You're just in time to watch me make this kind of Swiss cheese. Go ahead, I can take it. When I kill anybody with this sword, I get health afterwards. It pretty much refills my health.
I'll call the troops.
Ooh, I like that, because I mean it was really either one of us could have got it. He was a little early. I like that I have a bigger weapon that would be more apt for this, but I'm trying to prove a point. Dark Souls, if anything, you should play it just to learn how to dodge.
Hey, wait. Aha!
Where are you going? In the butt. Like, I literally drove that sword right up his sphincter. It's because he ran. If you didn't run, it wouldn't have been like that, but you know, it's on you. That looks like I should definitely do this. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Mine now.
That. Hello. What? At least give me something. They're like, we gave you safe passage out of there. What more could you possibly want? Back in, maybe? You know, when you give me a huge hold going to who knows where, I would like to think it leads somewhere cool. Is what I said to my last girlfriend, and she did not appreciate it. So I never said it again. Till now. About this hole. Which kind of looks like my last one. Okay, no. Pretend. Just pretend it's not true. To be nice. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we're done. It's out. I feel better now.
Hey,
Thank you.
time to die.
Whoa. You want to meet my cool weapon? Where'd he go? Get him! Oh, he's like way over there. Okay, never mind. I turn around, he's gone, man. It looks like he's trotting. Dude, I love this weapon. It just, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to hit you 3 or 4 times, and it's like, and they're dead. One swipe. Bro's here lit. Oh, you little shit. He's like, hee. No, no. You get, you know, you get death by fire. Since you like to catch shit on fire so much. It's like, yo dog, I heard you like fire, so we put you in a fire that's on fire inside another fire. I feel like that's what Exhibit would hear if he went to hell. He'd be like, just you referencing that show is hell enough. The fire is not necessary. Seriously, somebody like came up to him and asked him about that. And he was like, the fuck you think it's the 90s, dog? He's like, I'll fuck you up. he's like, I'm not the guy on that TV show, like, leave me alone. He's like, this shit was like 12 years ago. He literally did say that. He's like, that, he quoted how many years it had been, and he's like, get over it. Ooh. okay, I need to really consider my life choices. Wow, can I have that weapon? So first you hit them right so hard they do a full 360. Then you hit them left in the face both times with the sword, and they go full left 360, and then you uppercut them with the sword. Dude, I'm pretty sure I just found my favorite fatality so far. What weapon is the guy using? I gotta know. It's not, I mean, like, different swords have their own thing going on. So, I mean, I can't just say, like, yes, it's a sword, or no, it's not a sword. It might just be a specific kind of sword. That word's always been, like, a speech impediment for me, because I always want to say Pacific. It's like when you were a kid and you couldn't say spaghetti, so you're like, Paschetti. Only I never grew out of it. That's why I couldn't be, like, a weatherman. Because when I had to get to, like, Eastern Coast, Northern Coast, Pacific Standard, like, yeah, it would be my undoing. It never works the other way, though. I'm never trying to say specific and accidentally say Pacific. Only when I try to say Pacific and I'm like, specific. It's like, no, I didn't say the wrong word. I was just talking really fast. I was saying, it's a specific. It's a Pacific. Like Mario, you know? It's a Pacific. It just came out wrong. Sorry, my Mario is really off there. I had to get into my inner Mario, you know? Do I have to, like, get you up? Well, now you're up. You could always help me fight this guy. Just saying. How lovely of you to stand right in front of me. Damn it.
Hey, over here.
Now that's what assisting looks like. Get in the hay.
Hey, over here.
Just get in the hay. Now somebody has to drive.
Go. They will not
Somebody. Fine, I'll drive myself out of here. Does that fucking make sense? Are y'all gonna get in? How does this work? I assume I'm driving y'all out of here? And I failed somehow by killing everybody.
What are you doing?
We can just leave, right? There's like literally no more reason to be here. Poppy got sloppy. I'll take one more. Is what she said. By take you, I mean kill your friend right in front of you and make you watch. Oh. Like, just build up your rage meter so I can actually hurt this guy. Fuck, I hate shields. Like, I would gladly take a sword to the face just to fucking get one shot in with a shield guy. I don't have the patience to sit there and do this whole circle jerk thing. Spinning circles around until they swing on you. I mean, in some games I do, but not in this freaking game. This is on normal mode. I can only imagine how frustrating this must be on hard mode. I like how he sets off the little smoke bomb like a squid sets off the. No, it's a octopus. It'll set off that little black cloud when it's in danger. Little squid burst. That's what I'm gonna call it. I assume it's basically the equivalent of ping in the swimming pool. I love how he's like the badass, and I just walked right up and was like, boop. That's all I did. I just went boop, and he died. He had like half a mouthful of food and a nurse spoon on the way. Sorry, my mic is kind of needing to be put somewhere else. not ever sure if it's worth sticking around for the treasures, because you'd be like, why would you not? It's treasure. But it's never good treasure.
Hey now. You're finished.
And now you're on fucking fire. How'd that work for you?
I'll get the fire going.
Did you say I'll get a fire truck? I could have swore you said I'll get a fire truck. But I have the volume like all the way down, so what I hear is very doubtable. I couldn't think of a more intelligent way of saying that on the fly. You can actually see my IQ go down when the combat goes up. Like, clearly there is just so much brain here to work with. Suddenly it's like a really hard fight and I'm like, like, okay, we're past caveman noises and we're off into some like abstract shit.
Hey, wait! Push up that.
Wow, that was effective at killing everybody that I didn't want to die. Hats off to that one guy for saying, oh, the building's on fire, let me just run in there and burn to death. That'll learn him.
There you are.
And yet you took no damage. Explain. You know what? Don't bother. You're why I'm here. Always confirm the kill. Every time I forget to do that, I hear Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z abridged in my head going, why don't you dodge? Are you just frozen in place? What the fuck is this Doctor Strange bullshit? And now I teach you the art of the dance. Strike a pose. Invoke. I want to poison you. Just because I can. Can I? It's not working. Yeah. Now you're the funk master. Master of funk.
Hey.
Don't you dare come back to life and ruin it. Hey, you know what you should do? You should go check on your homeboy over there. I heard he's looking for you. Here, I'll help. I'll run over here so you have more. Yeah, look
You
at
are
him.
finished.
Oh, what's that all over your body? Shit, are you actually poisoned? You are.
Mine now.
Let's see how long it takes you to die. But that's not morbid. Come on, I just want to know how it works. Is it even worth it? He's already at half health.
For you.
I can't resist.
Got you. Rip you to shreds.
Punk. That was cool though. This is the first time I've played with the poison. It's like I know you're trying to be Metal Gear Solid, but you're not Metal Gear Solid, so stop trying. I'm just gonna hide. Ah ha 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 ha. Crickets. You know, it'd be so cool. Like if I had the editing software to actually parody things like how it should have ended. I would have the other guy burst out of the haystack, having killed me successfully. He's like, you know, it would be just like a Robot Chicken, real short skit. How do I miss all this? Oh, that's right, because I'm too busy being mildly entertaining. Can I just have that one? It's not my horse, but it'll do. Any port in a storm. Speaking of storms and ports, what's up with that? I really want to know. It's just right there anyway. That was an interesting noise. Pardon me if I don't stick around to meet the animal that made it. Let's say person. Animal. It's a vulture. I thought I already found the vulture lair. Is this another vulture lair? Yay. How did you know? The one thing I was missing in my life was more vulture lairs. I swear. Wise and flighty. That's a word, right? Flighty? The act of being one who flies frequently. Alright. Come on, Lightbow. We've done it before, we can do it again. I almost wish I was using, like, D-pad. That would probably work better for me when it comes to this kind of thing. Come on, bird. Yeah, get mad. Good bird. All I gotta do is piss him off. But I'm so wiry with my controller. Like, and we're out of arrows anyways. Got you though, didn't I? Oh, now you're coming for it, huh? That's cool. I got a sword. I'm gonna turn you into some fucking KFC. That's some fast food before, about 2,000 years before it was invented. Now I have to find all those birds. Crap. I can almost hear my viewers in my head being like, it's over there! I see another one. But no. There's 3. I counted 3. It's your fault for not flying like all your friends did. You're the last crow left of the murder. It might be the murder itself. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm just starting to feel bad now. Got me talking all redneck and shit.
Whoa. Yeah.
It's all for crafting purposes. How did I still not kill the animal? What the... which one is the animal? Sanu, I know you're not a trader, but you don't have to tell me who the vulture is. You can just kind of like look at him and then close your eyes. How's that? Just look at him and then close your eyes and I'll know. No, you're not snitching. You're just closing your eyes. Like I'm about to do. When I hit this statue... Hello, statue. We meet again. I feel like now your sword is completely broken forever. Congratulations. Maybe it'll be easier to hit him in the daylight. You never thought about a vulture at night, right? It's just one of those daytime birds. It's like, what do they do during the day? I mean, what do they do during the night? Do they just sleep or what? That is a really cool bird, I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't a vulture, I'd almost want it. Oh wait, so that's not camo or anything, those are blood spots from all the things it's killed. I see. You know, in my defense, hitting him would have been a lot easier had he stopped hitting me. Just saying. Had he been considerate enough to suck just a little bit more, I wouldn't have to look so incompetent. That inconsiderate prick. Okay, please. Rebuild. I hereby W the new Wolfpack leader. Earn that spot. You could not. Alright, you're the new Wolfpack leader. Come on, I gotta hang for it now. After all that struggling, don't you want to see me succeed? You're literally killing birds with arrows. Sorry if I'm not just like tripping over my dick to applaud. Well, Well, let's kill that guy. That should be funny. He's like, Brian, again? It wasn't me, mate. Slow motion. You've never seen missing till you've seen missing in slow motion. Why has nobody done that yet? With all these Deadpools and shit around, why has nobody just done like an epic, you know, perfect headshot, slow motion shot, and just had him miss horribly? You do like the music and everything, like, you know, like it's rocky or some shit. Like it's the most beautiful scene you'll ever see in your life, just to have him miss. I'd go to see that. So we conquered. They're like, but did you? And they really like these vulture layers. I don't know if I want to get caught up in this bullshit. But I don't know that I don't want to get caught up in this bullshit. There's only one way to find out. If you guys get caught up in this bullshit, you're paying attention. And for that, I'm gonna take a sip of my rum. To you. He's like, I am your enemy, but I don't even care. I'm so tired from running. Just go. Just get out of my way. What did we discover? I hate these loot treasures. I don't know why it's so unattractive. Maybe they just need a better logo. It's kind of like always underground and you have to enter from somewhere else or something. So it's kind of a buzzkill. And then when you get it, it's like a blue item and you're already on gold. And you're like, I stopped caring about purple a long time ago. What the fuck you think I want your blue item for? And they're like, but it's part to your level. And I'm like, it's blue. You're the ones that made this whole, like, color system. I mean, they didn't technically make it, they're just borrowing it. But it's like, it's gamers that do this to us. And then y'all are like, why don't you want the shitty weapons we give you? It's like, because you went out of your way to let me know they're shitty. You could have just let everything be neutral, but you went out of your way to be like, blue's bad, purple's cool, and gold is the best. And it's like almost in every video game, it seems like. It's in pretty much all of them. Any RPG. It's just like, why do you keep giving me shitty weapons when you make sure I know they're shitty? But then again, I guess it's on some biblical shit. It's like, why are all the things that make you not want to die bad? It's like, you know all that stuff that keeps you from, like, doing something crazy to yourself or something? It's like, yeah, all that, you can't do that. Like, ever. Don't even think about doing it. If someone asks you if you like that, be like, I wouldn't know. That has to be your answer. You can't even promote it. You can't even put, like, if it's like trying to get a job and it puts you as a reference and somebody's like, do you know this fetish? You can't be like, you have to be like, I've never heard of him. Even if they were the ones that introduced you to your wife. You still have to be like, nope, never met him in my life. And it's sad. I'm trying to take a bullshit thing about nothing and turn it into a political statement or something. This guy gets it. He died from sadness. That was the one. Not like a good headshot with a bow and arrow. It makes you feel like you're so much better than people who just snipe with guns. You get all like hipster about it. And you're like, you're really good with a gun? Oh, I'm good with a bow and arrow. Yeah, I don't like to do that whole progressive gun thing. I want to become like a purist. Show honor to the craft, you know? Like, We survived thousands of years on just a bow and arrow, but only hundreds of years with a gun. But I mean, that's exactly what I get to do when I get a good headshot with the bow and arrow. Just become one of those. Hey, it's not bad if you confess to it, right? That's how morality works, right? As long as you openly confess you did no wrong. Maybe not. Okay. We were doing something before we were doing all this bull. But we'll take these arrows. Thank you. Blue treasure, you say? Right there in front of my face, you say? Did they just say now you're here? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, I can never really tell what they're saying, because my volume's on like 4. I feel like it's more like telepathy than actually just hearing what they're saying in the conversation. I feel like Charles Xavier and shit trying to tune in on these guys. How do you get stuck there? Seriously. What is this? And you're not the first one? Someone else is dead, standing right next to you. What the fuck is... And now he's rotating on fire. Dude, I need to go to church more.
Blessed am I for your presence.
This guy doesn't even want it. He's just like, yeah, you saw it too, huh? I'm sorry, I'm just kind of like, that was a little eerie.
Show yourself.
Horror games try so hard to scare me, and that legitimately freaked me out. Just, yeah, but no, I'm not serious. It didn't seriously freak me out, but it was kind of like, whoa. That's fucked up. The only thing that would have been freaker is if he like spun around upside down on fire and then burst into flame or something. That would have been a little more hardcore, I would say. But what happened was pretty fucked up too. I'm gonna walk it off. I feel like the game's gonna freeze. I have a bad feeling about it. It's usually when I'm fighting dudes like this. I'm like Firebow, why can't you be like Lightbow? That I have no ammo for, apparently. Wait, I do. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. God, I gotta get better about that. I see him going for like the light post, and I'm like, what are you doing? And they get to the light post, and I'm like, why are you pulling out that lighter? And then they start lighting it, and I'm like, then it snaps. And I'm like, oh shit. For some reason my brain is like, I just can't save this file. So like, every time I view it I have to like, download it, view it, but I just can't save it. It's like Memento. I have to tattoo it on my body. Don't let them light the lamps. I'll be like, who? What lamps? I don't understand.
Lighting the Brazilian.
Then I'll put ... you will on my back or something. And I'll be like, oh, I know myself so well. This must be that self-love thing you're talking about. Here I thought it was masturbation. Isn't that what buying an expensive car is? Did I just hit my teammate in the back of the head? He got up and it's like, no, it's cool, I can't take damage. But I did in fact hit you in the back of the head with a dagger. He's like, no, it's cool, it's cool. I'm fine.
You're back, don't worry.
Are you sure? He's like, would you believe me if I told you it happens a lot? I'd be like, I would. I'm starting to. More and more by the minute. He took it hard too. Like that shit, that was a clean shot. And he just went, it was bad. I seen it. I seen it with my own eyes. Assist one guy with one guy. If I was a game developer, I'd make sure that never happened to anybody. And I failed anyway, because he's dead. You know what that means? I gotta carry him now. Yep, it's the Egyptian way. Are you fucking out of your mind? Let's go on the horse and get out of here. I think I would carry him. Alright. How many rebels are there to assist? Including the entire part of the map? Because I'm starting to believe that is actually the truth. We are in Is this like United States if every state was their own country? It's like, well, we're overruling our owner. It wouldn't even be a big deal if it were like that. If like every state was a country, every day somebody would be overruling somebody. It's not like they would do it overnight, you know? So there'd always be something on the table. It'd kind of be like events in these online games. So I have like, okay, this is available, and I'll be like, okay, now this is available. And a lot of time, 2 or 3 things will be available at the same time. You could probably just be like a merc and just jump from state to state and help everybody. Because if you're good enough, you're like, oh, they wouldn't hire you because you're helping everybody, and be like, or they would hire you because you're helping everybody. It's like, one, that proves that your loyalty is as big as your wallet, so we're gonna fill it. 2, it's a breaking point, and every time a little bit goes missing, we'll put more in there, and that will secure your loyalty. And then it's also like, so with your wallet bursting, and with you working with like everybody else, what can you tell us about everybody else? You know, it'd be like so many birds with one stone, it'd be crazy. I would totally hire a guy that was like a quadruple agent. Because at least I know what it was when I picked it up. It's like I was looking for a snake, I found the coolest one. No misconceptions. It's like, are they gonna fuck me over? Of course they are, they're a quadruple agent. I knew that when I was going into the agreement. But like, if every state in America became their own country, I would seriously just become like the Deadpool without the healing factor, or the hot girlfriend. Hopefully I'd have at least a hot girlfriend. Yeah, I'd be like, well, that makes up for the lack of the healing factor. Look, I'm all for assisting rebels, but damn it, dude. Like, you guys just can't fucking stay out of shit, can you? Or fight, which is a really bad combination. Like, I would say you're pretty cool if you can just stay out of shit. And if you can get into shit but fight, you're still pretty cool. But to get into shit and not be able to fight, you're that friend that nobody ever wants to take to the club. Because you know you're with the friends, so you talk some shit to somebody you know you can't fight. And then all of a sudden it's like, I thought you're my friends. And it's like, we are, but you're just a fucking dumbass. And I'm not completely committed to fighting this guy for you. Just gotta say, if he shoots you and the bullet connects, and for a second it looked like I was going to dodge in front of the gun to catch the bullet for you, I was actually just like, oh my god, he's gonna shoot a gun, and I was just moving out of the way.
Move! Stay with me. Distract the enemy! I will push on!
I like how y'all are running. That was the part of this that I would consider the highlight. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just like an old person on Prozac that stumbled out of the fucking elderly home, and they don't know what state they're in, and they're still in like that thing they put you in the hospital in when you're gonna get surgery, so you just have your butt cheeks flapping open in the wind. Let's go kill an animal. That would be my, if I were in that situation now, like 87 years old, just cocoa for coconuts. Wait, no, it's cocoa. But I would be Coco, Ivy's wife. I would be so crazy that I'd convince myself I'd become Coco. And I would just be out in my little fucking thing with my asses flapping. I say asses because I'd be so old that they would have multiplied into like 4 butt cheeks. There'd be like the 2 butt cheeks that they're kind of like split in half because of the pull of inertia and gravity. They would have formed 2 additional butt cheeks. With the only one asshole. But the fun fact is, when I fart, I could actually like fly like Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog. And that's what people would call me. I would make them. I was gonna say like some joke, but then I was like, no, you can't joke about guns. And I can't afford one. I'm like the living version of that guy, was it Dave Chappelle, or who was like, just make it like $1 million a bullet. Yeah, it was Dave Chappelle. He's like, I would do it, but I'm saving up, you know, in like 6 months. I'll see. Maybe I'll have enough, kind of thing. He's like, that's how you do gun control. It's sad that like there's so many shootings that now, like race and relationships and marriage and sex and self-body hate and politics and gender issues were always like what comedians have to choose from. Because I've been doing nothing but listening to stand-up for like a week straight, like just around the clock, and just devouring it. And there's a lot of times I'm like, ugh, like all I have to say is Daniel Tosh, you know, and I'll just be like, why do I share the same ethnicity as you? Like, you're gonna destroy us all. he's hateful and for the sake of just being hateful. And at best he's funny. And like it was my high school best friend, and after high school, you know, in my 20s, it was like, man, you fucking love Tosh, you know. And it was hard not to. That's when Tosh.0 first came out, and it was killing it. But it's like, man, watching Tosh.0 or something, and then going back and like actually listen to his stand-up. It's not that he's offensive, it's that he could be funny without it, but he's just a bigot. Like, I could honestly say Tosh is fucking racist as fuck, sexist as fuck, but then again, I'm just falling victim to his whole Eminemism. It's like, oh, if you don't get it's a joke, then you're the joke. I get that whole, like, Eminem, Tosh. Like, if I'm gonna say the worst shit ever, and if you laugh, you don't get to be mad about it. That's the name, that's how they work. And there is some truth in that, you know, like, like, if you do laugh, right? Laugh and or, like, that makes me think. Should they not be omitted of any controversy? I mean, really, that's a real question. Like, if you hear something controversial in a song or a stand-up comedy skit, and you laugh, despite yourself, because it's fucking funny, you know, as it was intended to be, even though it's something that you want to take issue with, and you do take issue with, like, is it at that point unfair to take issue with it if you fell victim to it? Because it's kind of like if you get pranked and you're like, oh, you got me. Like, there were some episodes of Pranked back when that was a thing that people cared about, where the person actually enjoyed the fact that it happened. Like, they all pretended to, because it's the only thing you can do when somebody goes out of their way to ruin your fucking life in live television. Or not live, but, like people will see this. You know what I mean? If you're like a celebrity, your whole career is based on knowing what they're going to have on camera before you even step out to where they can record you. You're like, how do I want to be seen? What do I want to be wearing? How do I want to be acting? Like, your whole identity is your image. And on like Prankton stuff, unless it was staged, like, they generally had their guard down, and that's the whole appeal, is seeing them with their guard down, get, you know. I'm ranting. What do you do when you talk to yourself for 5 hours? You get off on some weird-ass subjects. But there is kind of like a beauty to, like, seeing them where they didn't know they're on camera, so they didn't have some trumped-up identity that they were ready to be. Then again, I do have to assume most of it was staged. I just realized I am the old guy in the nursing home. I'm not even playing right now. I'm just sitting on the edge of my bed in a room with a padded jacket on, and this whole thing is just a byproduct of the pills they give me. The fact you're seeing it too, I can't explain. Maybe I'm in your head. Like, yeah, I never lived at all. I'm just a figment of your imagination, and you're actually crazy. Yep. You would imagine sand. Totally a thing people think about. Never. Well, that was a fun tangent that I don't even know where the fuck I was going, but that's kind of cool. It's like all the joy of being crazy without the commitment. I can still go back to work and be a perfectly sane person. I can still get more subscribers and continue to get viewers somehow. But I get to go like full Aussie and be like, I bought a bottle, we're gonna stream until it's gone. And whatever comes out of it. Okay, I actually had a friend that was like, out of pure love, it was the best person I know. Out of pure love, they're like, I could tell by the end of last night's video that you're kind of inebriated. And I was like, as a true friend would say, no judgment, just, you know. They even said it nicer than the way you put it. I'll put it that way. Like, the way I put it was actually meaner than the way they said it. Because I'm just generally a mean person. It's very sweet, but very mean. And, like, I almost named this episode, or the one before this, because it froze. I almost named this episode, the slightly less inebriated edition. And for like an hour of my life, I thought that was the cleverest shit ever. But then I realized I couldn't spell inebriated. I thought I knew how to spell it. I mean, I could tell you how I thought to spell it, but that did not seem to be the way. So I dropped the idea altogether. But I was gonna be totally cheeky about it and take like a big swig. Cause I mean, I don't give a fuck. I did this shit at like 3 or 4 in the morning. Like, I could be on fucking meth for all y'all care. The fact is, I'm up, and it's like a thing you can watch. And sometimes people like it. But it's like, what does it matter if I only stream drunk? Other than the fact that I've gone back and listened to my streams, and some of them are just like, I sound like Sylvester Stallone after he went and had a root canal. I'm like, and the gaming is still good, but the actual talking is just kind of bad. And someone had the courtesy to set me on fire. I didn't even have to ask. That's how cool they are. They're just like, you're welcome. The gift that keeps on giving is fire. not love. It's actually, in fact, fire. Spoiler. So, I don't know why we need to do this. It kind of put it in my head we do. Plus, is there a thing I don't want to climb? That sounded really gay. It was like comic porn. It's like I will literally take any version of Ben Grimm. Any version you got. 1970s Fantastic Four, 1990s. It's basically the same guy. Just I don't really get hot till they're completely covered in rock and molten lava. Then I'm like, I would trade my sexual preference for that. You know, y'all all say rock hard. But you just don't mean it enough. You know not the words you say. If you want rock hard, you want the Thing from Fantastic Four. In the pillow talk, you get that thick Brooklyn, I'm a fat guy accent. Where it's like, rah, rah, rah. Yeah, come on, ladies. Are you not moist? Are you? Okay, I'm gonna stop. I do feel like he's a parody of himself. At this point. When he came out, he was just a parody of real life people, but now I feel like he's just like a parody of the way people can be.
How many games do you have?
It's more like how many games have I streamed. My games are kind of like my women. When it's over, I take it back to GameStop and I trade it in for store credit.
Hey, wait!
Let's kill some shit. It's been a while since we did that. I mean, you can just look at my channel and I've streamed. I always want to say 20, but I've been saying 20 the whole time, and before I was clearly rounding up, and now I don't really know where I fall on that. Am I rounding up? Am I rounding down? Is it 20 exactly? Who knows? I would love to think that it's more than 20, but it's probably less. It's probably like 18, but I did like a gajillion episodes. Like this one's... A few of my games, I went through a streak where like I beat games in 10 episodes exactly, just like the comic books have like 10 volumes. Like Sandman and Why the Last Man on Earth and Preacher and, you know, many of them. They're like 10 volumes exactly. And I had a few games like Super Hot I beat in one episode. That's my crowning achievement. And there's a few games like Evil Within 2 where I beat in 4 episodes. But then like there's games like this one and Dying Light where I went for like 30 episodes.
There is something that you might love.
I wish I could see how many videos I've done. There used to be a thing you could very easily do on YouTube, but now like I don't know where to go to find out. I guess I could just scroll to the bottom and count each one myself. But what's the point of paying for a $800 phone if you have to go back and count for yourself? Somewhere in that $800, shouldn't that be factored in? Not having to count? I mean, it makes sense. They don't want you to think about the money you spent, so turning counting off would be in their advantage, right? They're like, trust us, we'll just count for you. It's like, oh, you want to know how much you paid for the phone? Error, error, error.
Do you know Jake the Ripper?
I got the volume down so low I can't hear every word of your comment. That's my bad. It is. But just give me a second to get out of here, because I'm getting like extreme claustrophobia. And I'm not even claustrophobic. It's just there's nowhere to go. And that pisses me off. What? Then let me go up there. definitely need to change my environment. But before I do, I couldn't help but notice there's a rope. All that leads to is arrows. Well, there's arrows here, so you're stupid and you're bad and you should feel bad. I'm gonna tell your mom. And if she's dead, I'll bring her back to life just so I can be like, your son's a failure. Or daughter, you know. Don't want to be like gender specific here. The goal is to get these as close as possible to that elevator. That wasn't close enough. I hate you, elevator. They're like, just to make it funnier for us as game developers, we're gonna make it a downward slope. That's right. Your only hope is to set this up like a fucking bowling alley. You have to have one after the other lined up. And I set up a smoke bomb. I swear it really is like being a octopus and just letting out that ink blot.
Did you play AC Unity?
Man, I don't have to turn comments on just so I can keep up. It's a good thing about being a nobody. Nobody cares. And once you're somebody, then you're like, oh shit, I'm failing all these everybody's. There's something to be said about absolute failure. Because at least you can't let anybody, if you want to be an entertainer and you fail, at least you can't let anybody down, right? I just don't want like a message box taking up half my screen just because I missed a comment or two. Or, oh wait. Come on. Come on, don't do it. Don't do it. Just let me pick it up. I need like at least 3 of them. Just because, why not? I honestly think I need more than 3. But let's test it. We'll find out. Try to remember, where is this other one at? Ah, I see. That helps me. How? Oh, because I can climb everything. Well, that's a good reason. Except spikes. You're a dick. You're like, you can climb everything. I'm like, okay, well I need to go over there, and they're like, you can't climb that. But you can climb everything else. I'm like, thank you. It's good to know I can climb everything except that one thing I really, really desperately need to climb. Saints among sinners, that's what you are. Fuck me. How am I supposed to, like... I hate these fucking challenges. You're like, oh, they're so simple. It's like, well, I'm simple. There. For a deep guy, I'm pretty fucking stupid. It's okay if I say it. If you say it, you're just an asshole. If I say it, I'm just being honest. So I'm gonna say it so you don't have to. I'm the smartest stupid person you'll ever meet. I still don't even know what carbon crystals do. I don't know if I'm the stupidest smart person or if I'm the smartest stupidest person. I spent a lot of time thinking about that. That's probably the depth of my stupidity right there. Is the fact that that inhabits some of my head. It's like, am I stupid or am I smart stupid? These are legitimate thoughts I have. Starting now, because I'm thinking about it. This is why I can't have nice things. Because if I had money, I might be elected to office. And then where would we be? Pretty much where we are now. Except minus the wall. But I would be like a total dumbass. You do not want me in office. The guards have been taken care of as we agreed. On the 3rd... Dude, I'm not reading all this shit. I'm at the door right now. Let's read it together. It'll be a read along. Come on. You don't have the power to leave a voicemail. It must not be that fucking powerful. I can't see your handwriting no matter how strong you are. Good calligraphy would scare the shit out of me. I'd be much more likely to comply in the time of letters if it was good calligraphy. Know what I mean? Like, oh, I ain't fucking with this guy. We got a badass over here. Do you see the way they sign their name? Because that's all you have to go off of. You know? At that point. It's like if they wrote this shit with a crayon with their left hand. You're probably gonna be like, how about I just kill you? Or don't do that thing you're telling me to do. This has been the most bullshit talking stream I think I've ever done. I'm like a kid that just learned language but has no one to talk to, so I just sit there and have conversations like la 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 la. And you're like, what the fuck are they saying? And they're like, nothing. And they're just making noises. I'm gonna burn them because that's a thing I can do. Apparently. I killed him with my flashlight. Apparently that's a thing you can do too. In real life. I would have thought when you go strong by a flashlight that could be a murder weapon. If you're like me, then please unfriend me and stop following me and subscribe. Thank you. No, it's not you, it's me. I just don't like having serial killers on my direct line of communication. If when you go to Ace Hardware, you're like looking over your shoulder like you're gonna go buy pot, you might be done for me. Per my request. The law of, oh my god, I don't want to die. This goth is what I think I am. That's the funny thing about goth and emo people. They're like, ew, I want to die, but they're like, my way. Like, they're not like, oh, please come your way. That's never a thought that enters an emo or goth person's mind. It's like, yes, I am completely committed to dying my way. Which is usually going to be like, whiny if you're emo, or complaining if you're goth. But they're so particular. Like, if you take their way away, then they would just be like, no, I totally don't want to die, you're an asshole. Please leave me alone. and I associate with being goth. Like, it was like 2 years ago, I was like, I think I'm a closet goth. I don't know if it was a joke that got me an interviewer, or just bad luck on your part. But apparently we are going to find this treasure. Are you as bored as I am with the idea? Then let's not do that. Let's go do something else instead. I say as I look for the treasure. It's boring unless I find it. In which case, yay. This looks like it's it. If not, it's certainly a good imposter. There we go. Another blue weapon. How was I alive without that? Are you really taking me on? Thank you. He's like, I really regret walking up to you. Honestly, I was just gonna ask you for a lighter. Really wish I hadn't. By the way, sorry if my mic breaks up. I'm having a bad mic week. Need to get like a new controller. Alright, where are we at? Let's do something. Follow Ray. Fine. You happen to catch me in that one moment in a gamer's life where they feel like following somebody. It's like where you've never had a hooker before, but you're like, fuck it, now I'm gonna get a hooker. You just follow them. You're like, I have no opinion of my own. I just want to be a fucking android. It usually happens around 4 AM when you're slightly inebriated. It's your lucky day. I'm gonna follow you. Better not give me jumps. You will. Anytime the video game's like, no, all you have to do is follow them. They're always like, tee, and I'm like, why are you giggling? And they're like, no reason. I just do that. I have a doctor's note. It's a condition. You're not supposed to address a condition directly. Per doctor's note. It's like, if they say you're following somebody, you're gonna get jumped. Short story long. I've been waiting to say it ever since they said it in Preacher. Short story long. It's like one of the most alpha male shit you could say. Short story long. It's like, I recognize I talk too much. I also recognize you didn't stop me.
There's a cliff not far from here. From there we'll be able to see the whole area and plan our defense. Let's go. This wasteland is perilous. There's no one that says hyenas or some other beast. Thank Ra, my father taught me how to use a bow.
That is a nice weapon. That's an unusual make.
When my father gave it to me, it was taller
She's
than
like,
me
show
by
off.
3 hands. Boys teased me without mercy.
When my father
Now
gave
it's
it to
a
me.
sadness to me.
What?
It only reminds me of him.
What kind of mission are you representing, lady? She's like, well, Egypt was a strange time. We really like that Beatles song. If you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with. Wait, was that Beatles? I'm not sure that was. She's like, you think desert, you think hot, right? And I'm like, right. And she's like, well, what about when it gets cold? And I'm like, it gets cold? And she's like, it gets really cold.
It is a symbol of Horus, but it is changed.
You wake up, you're holding your donkey.
They look ancient. What is this place?
When it gets that
You're
full cold,
faster
you
than
don't give a
ropes, right?
fuck.
I know
It's
these
like,
caverns.
does it have a
They are a
heartbeat?
natural temple. What is that necklace you wear?
Okay, we're
An
good.
old eagle skull.
I won't be
I
dying
hope it
tonight.
brings us luck.
Awesome. Thrilled about that. Maybe tomorrow, but not tonight. Are you taking me to a stone circle?
Gods, it's
Are
beautiful.
you seeing anybody?
I could stay here for hours.
No, you don't realize how happy I am. It's a stone circle. One of 12. Haven't I done this one? I swear I've seen that shape. It's like only the 5th time I remembered I'm married. See, y'all see a video
That
game.
is Horus,
I see.
the falcon,
So you want to be married,
the
huh?
great black one. God
Try
of the
remembering
sky.
you're married.
The sun is his right
See if
eye,
you can do that
and the moon
first.
is
Baby
his left
steps.
eye. Forever he flies across the heavens, making night and day.
I like
The
one
eye of
point.
Horus is what the
They're like,
Magi ran,
oh shit,
Yes, Remo.
can't do that.
and the Pharaoh is Horus, right?
I would never refer
Yes,
to
my
it as
son.
boinking.
The
I don't know how to
pharaoh
talk
is
politically
Horus in
correct.
life
That's
and
my
Osiris in
idea
death.
of it.
That is why the pharaoh rules not only Egypt,
I want to go all like Jeff
but the
Jeffries on
whole
your ass,
world.
but I'm not sure what YouTube
Only a
would do to me.
true pharaoh, though.
In all honesty, it could be bad. Yeah, here's the problem. There's not anything in my loading screen. Like, what kind of circle is this? Shit, where'd the lady go? I think I already
Okay.
did this one, that's
Enough
why.
of the view. We have to plan. Wherever the bandits come from, my brothers will be ready for them in the ruins.
Well,
I'll
that's a
stay up
fucking
here and
letdown.
keep watch. When they show, I'll give a signal. Then I'll attack from behind.
I mean no disrespect, Rai, but you are not soldiers. These bandits are killers. Your farmer friends may not walk away from this fight.
I know, Bayek. I'm scared out of my mind. If your family died in your arms, you would understand. I cannot walk away now.
My family did die in my arms,
Believe me,
bitch.
I do
Who
understand.
do you think you're talking to?
And I will fight with you. For now, I will head back to the others.
You
I
should
didn't
hurry.
mean bitch. I don't
It's
know
a
why I
long way
came out.
back
It was
down
a
the
wrong,
mountain.
unpleasant woman. Take that, less than a friend of me. Someone I would not want to share an elevator with. Lady I really hate who's in front of me in the fast food aisle. Because you're just ordering way more food than you should be able to eat. And if you can't eat all that, then I hate you even more. I would significantly hate you less if you just ordered it and left it there. But the fact that you will most likely return an empty basket. That's not the kind of thing I want to spell on you. How many times do you say that in a day?
Did you play AC Syndicate?
Well, it looks like I won't be back on camera because my shirt is now a dish rag. My couch is now significantly more flammable than it was 20 seconds ago. Noted. Yep, that's some good shirt dish toweling going on there. It's like spilling your drink at a bar. You're like, it was so expensive. I had a tip like $5 for that drink. It's like the only time you're okay seeing a cockroach, you're like, well, at least somebody gets to enjoy it. I actually had that happen to me. Cause I got like, it's Texas, right? So you have like two kind of roaches, right?
Did you play
You have
Assassin's
like
Creed
roaches,
Syndicate?
gross. They're nasty. Kill it with fire. And then you got true roaches, which are like Godzilla proportion of a normal roach. But they don't want your food and they don't infest your home. They just infiltrate it. And it's not like a procreation thing. It's just like they get in, they die. They just want water, but they're huge.
You've returned.
And
Yes.
I was sitting there at the
Staying
back
with
door, right,
She
and
will
I was
signal
sipping
when
on
the
my
bandits
like
approach.
rum and orange juice.
These ruins are narrow.
Oh wait a
Would be
sec.
worthwhile setting traps. Fire and oil, perhaps. Do you have supplies?
Fire. A fine idea. Yes, we do. They're nearby.
Good. Head up to that roof and keep watch. I will join you soon. I could
Okay.
use the oil jars to set traps for the bandits. Either way, I should speak to Rye's brother again when I am ready.
I'm ready. But yeah, what was I saying? God, I really am an old man at this point, right? They're just a chronic stoner. Or both. That's why I didn't pay to be a stoner when you're elderly.
Can you
Because then you
change
really
outfit?
do become that joke of the old man. I'm like backtracking in my mind. It's hard when you're just ranting forever. It's like, I don't know where I left
I am
off.
ready.
Then we wait and pray.
I guess we're praying now.
There they are. The bandits are here.
How long do we pray for? I kind of blacked out.
See you, little man. Think you can hide from us? Where's
You
the
say
woman?
praying, I say sleeping.
Hand over the bow.
Are you
Maybe
Whatever.
we'll let you.
If you weren't sleeping, that's really your fault, wasn't it?
Target in range.
So when you're all tired, you know why. I want to be all like Texas Christian about it and be like, your gods don't even exist. Didn't you pray instead of slept? But then I'm like, oh shit, what if my gods don't exist? Fuck. Double standards. You know, I'm happy you set me on fire, because it just looked that much cooler when I stabbed you.
But there are more of them out there, and they will return. They were after Father's bow.
What? All this just for an old bow? God's why? It doesn't make sense.
She's
I
saying
would've
that,
given
and she's
to
like,
them.
shit, where'd he go? And I'm like,
Maybe
trying to
we
find the
still
bow.
can.
They would have killed you anyway.
Old bow, you say?
There is only one way to stop men like this. I have to hunt down their leader.
I saw them come in from the southeast. They could
Leah,
be
you'd be
camping in the
surprised what I
foothills
did for an
nearby.
old bow.
And that is where I will begin my search.
On live television.
Bye. Before you go, please, take the bow. We'll be safer if you have it. It was damaged in the fighting, and it only brings me sadness now anyway.
I'm
Damn,
sure it
now
still
I'm
has
sad.
some power.
Way to go,
You
lady.
honor me,
You couldn't
right?
just give it to me and be like, here you go.
The bow is Egyptian, but
Way to
all
make
the
me
many
hate
things I
it.
have seen,
It's fucking blue.
it's
Bitch.
deceptively light.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Balance is perfect.
Woman, take this back.
Rims are made partly of a strange black stone. It is
Keep
familiar.
your sadness.
I will look into it after I've dealt with this murderous leader.
I'm actually overencumbered. Overencumbered. I can't carry your sadness on top of all of these weapons that are not blue. Can we just sell shit like as quick as possible? I feel like it's gonna get gang raped by like my other much cooler weapons. Like it's not safe in the general populace of my inventory. Even like my treasure maps looking at it like first time it turns around. And I'm like, no treasure maps. And like, okay. But they're still giving it the stink eye. It's like in the realm of my inventory, this weapon is not
After this,
safe.
please play God's Gift Quest.
This weapon's like, hi guys, I'm in your inventory now. Maybe they'll hit me so hard I forget that I collected such a shit weapon. Who knows, maybe the game will freeze or something. But I've been here before. Why? Do I even have to go in? Okay, fire arrows. Maybe not the way to go when you're rescuing civilians. Right about Mia. Done. Go home with a job well done. Alright, back to the actual missions. I still want my Anubis outfit. I killed Anubis, so where is it? Matter of fact, I'll kill him again. Kinda feel like it, to be honest. Even though it's kind of a waste of y'all's time, but maybe you didn't see it yesterday. I'm much more better suited now. I know it's kind of a waste. I do apologize if you were here with me yesterday. But you probably weren't. Because, let's be honest, people have lives. It saddens me that I can't sit in front of the TV. But I poured rum all over my couch, and I had to use it as a towel. And now everything smells like fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. But not like episode 1, 2, or 3, episode like 4. When you're like, oh my god, dude, please. Stop. So basically it just smells like a stinking pile of elephant buttholes. If you just went like an elephant killing spree and only stole their buttholes and then put their buttholes on my couch when I went to work, so that there was like 8 or 9 hours with no AC for them to just fester and seek into the furniture. And then right before I got home, you went and collected them and gave it like a wipe down to where there was like no visual traces of the butthole. That's what my couch smells like right now. And it's all over my elbow. Like my whole right elbow is just sticky from elephant butthole. Proverbial elephant festering in the heat, leaking out onto the fucking sofa butthole. Couldn't have been the tusk. No, that would have been too nice. No, we needed a big ass butthole, the kind Jim Carrey can climb out of. Was that an elephant? How did he get into that animal? Like, whatever animal Jim Carrey climbed out of, how did he get into it? I do not remember. For the life of me. If you could answer that question, I'd be so grateful. We're all like, Jim Carrey's climbing out of his ass. Like, that's something that could happen. Really, it could. And it's like, yeah, but how did he get in? Without getting, like, mauled to death. My teeth. Something everything has in its mouth. Pretty much everything has teeth. How did he climb out of a butthole? The only feasible way is that he originally went in through the butthole. That way when he went back out he's like, oh, I remember this. From experience. I've been here before. I'm not sure if my mic's been on this whole time. If it has, I'm sorry. If it hasn't, I'm more sorry. Bow. Someone would go. Yo. Digimon on choose you. And you. Something like that. I'm glad I'm smoking. Like, it's one of the moments where I turn and I'm just smoking a cigarette. And I'm like, alright, we'll allow it. Because it's a long ass fight. Thank you to my one viewer who keeps commenting. I'm sorry that so many comments get missed. I don't intend it to be that way. I just keep my TV volume down so y'all don't hear the TV. And then I keep my, comments turned off so I don't see no one's watching, and so I have more screen. It's like I get viewers, don't get me wrong, but like I only have like 5 at the most. So my all-time most was probably like 6 or 7 at one time. I don't know why I just wasted all those arrows on that asshole. That was entirely stupid. Like, don't give me a gun, because I might use it. Like, what's the point of it? But it's only a third of the fire, to be honest. Unless you're in the I never noticed you could actually hurt the tentacles. I shot a few in the face because I was moving where they were. And I actually did hurt them. Vanished. Camera's red. Don't come between us. I tried to do a chain attack, it did not work. I'm just sticking the slash here. Because y'all aren't why I'm here. But you are fucking killing me and I don't appreciate it. That's not good. So I'm out of arrows, out of health. Out of apparently sanity. That didn't really work when I killed all your guys, but you can do it anyway if you want it. I'm like, did you just call me a chicken? You're literally like a fictional god. There's no physical body. I mean, in the game you do, but in real life you're just like an idol. And I'm the chicken. At least I have a home address. At least I have a social security number. I realize I passed that up. Call it overconfidence, call it preemptive caution. Call it I don't know what the fuck, because it's stupid. I'm gonna do this whole thing with no health. Because I don't really have a choice. These are the options presented unto me. Can't but notice you'll have me like screwed. You know, here's what I did. Don't have your fucking weak spot shining brilliantly upon your center base. You know why Punisher puts the skull there? Because it's where his Kevlar is. And if you're gonna shoot him, he wants you to shoot him where he's most padded. No, I'm serious. That's why he does it. Google it. These are the real, pardon my English, motherfuckers. Because, like, sure, it's not a big deal to fight a pack of wolves, but this isn't a pack of wolves. This is like demon wolves that are super fucking capable, see what I mean? I mean, I've already killed him before. Alright, y'all are just getting to see my work chest. Because I feel like sitting down. Don't report it as porn, or I'll be flattered. And nobody wants that. I have pants and socks and all that good jazz. I don't know, I kinda wanna go back in and kill his ass, but I don't know if that's what you want. I promise side quests, and if I want to kill a boss, I should kill the boss I haven't killed yet, right? My hair is on some like Beethoven funky ass shit. Hold on. I think I'm gonna have to call in the assistance of a hat. This is like bedhead without going to bed or getting head. Okay. Much better. By better, I mean I feel better. I don't. At least I'm not by the fucking butthole couch.
Click on this quest. There is something that you might like.
I see your comments. I hear your comments. I'm sorry, I'm not commenting back. I'm gonna kill it though. Because I can't. That's it. Come on. That's it. Throw it on animals. That's why we have dogs and cats. Really, I can't do it. I'll turn into Michael Vick. There was a good stand-up, like, of all the stand-up I've been listening to lately, there's one, I'm not even a sports fan at all, but there's one joke I love, and it's, you know, if all dogs go to heaven, Michael Vick better hope to God he doesn't go to heaven, because it's gonna be, like, really awkward when he goes through the gates. It was something like that. I'm not good at retelling jokes. I was like a freaking virgin. I'm like, it's like when in the virgin, 40-year-old virgin, they're like, describe boobs. It's like, they're like bags of sand. It's a little I know about sports. I didn't know a lot about boobs, so that's good. Somebody actually, that's the most insulting thing I've been commented. Like, I've had trolls that just straight up trolled hard. Like, I've been told, like, I suck and all this shit. Like, I've had some really bad comments before. but the one that hurt the most was just like, are you a virgin? And what really hurt about it is that they could have been asking at a genuine, like, they might not have mean it as a diss, you know? Like, they might have legitimately been asking, like, are you? Like, maybe to them that was flirtatious. Or a fair conversation topic. Maybe they were a virgin, they wouldn't know how I felt about it. You know, who knows? But like, it's like, just because I play video games, dude, most of the time I ain't gonna go there. Just saying, most of the time, like, I am gonna go there, because fuck it, it's my stream. Like, most of the time, it's a bad waiting for me to go to bed. So, but that was, the night that I got hit with that comment, I actually did have someone just asleep. And I was like, okay, we're gonna go to bed before they wake up for work, you know, because they're gonna be cool enough to let me get up and go play video games, so I gotta be cool enough to let them have what they so I'm kind of now I'm stuck with a whole elephant couch and a bunch of dead bodies. Part of me is like, don't worry about the dead bodies, worry about that one guy that's still alive. Dude, they left me with nothing. I'm like, how am I not dead from just walking through that purple smog? This is ridiculous. I want more health. That's what I want. Sorry about the mic. I'm like, you think I'm gonna miss this chance to hit you? That's where life out owns, man. It's like bam, 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 bam. It took me a while to like it, but now I love it. And they gave me my health back. It's like Christmas. I like how all the other dogs are trapped. They can't come in. If I had a favorite bird, that might be it. Yeah, fuck that. Dead. Away. It'd be so cool if they actually had dogs and stuff. Too much I just didn't pick up the costume last time. Or something. Can y'all stop? Jesus freaking. Oh man. You just cost me my third health bar, dude. No. Get it now. You're just gonna keep doing that shit. I got my third health bar back. You can fuck off. Welcome back, viewer. I'm gonna assume that was a very nice. This is the second time I killed you. Okay. So where's my outfit? No, I want the outfit. I want the scepter. Okay, I want the scepter, but where's my outfit? No. Bad baby. No. Quit the tile screen. It's very good for the game to be freezing anyway. Sorry for the hiccup. So I want to go kill the other boss. He's like level 43. And I'm level 39. But I mean, it can't be harder than that guy, right? I fought him. It seems to be like about the same thing. Like, you get the waves of attacks, then the waves of enemies. When it's like waves of enemies, the enemies represent the health bar. But I promise side missions, so I'm not gonna feel bad. Plus, I might just get my ass beat. Is a possibility. I need to like fit that into the equivalent. What's the word I'm looking for? Equation. Pardon me. Error. 20 comments from one viewer. You deserve like some kind of trophy. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm like, oh no, don't go in there. What the fuck, B? Get far away from there. So what's up with this supper? I'm curious. It's actually better than my axe. Okay. I'm gonna take a chance on it. I mean, it has all the critical stuff that I like health on critical. That's what my axe has. But you know me, I always will go back to the axe, you know. But I just want to see what it's about. Let's find out. I'm not trying to rhyme, it's like a mental disorder. Just assume it is a mental disorder. Be like, oh, that's my special streamer. Come here, little special guy. It'd be easier to swallow if it is. I was just gonna play autistic.
Play God's Gift Quest.
I'm about to have to turn comments on. Because I can't stand when someone comments and I can't hear it. Don't you love the fact that TV's not playing through my microphone? Isn't that awesome? It's a small price I pay. Alright, well, I'm missing one treasure. If it just pops out of nowhere, I'm gonna grab it. We have to go this way anyway. Plus, it's like the start of the game. I really have like 0 excuses for not having this complete.
Place is heavily guarded.
I realize going backwards is moving backwards. But I'm making an exception for this. Yeah, I'm not reading that. I read everything, and that gives me the right to say no. Sometimes I'm just like, no. I'm looking at you, Fallout. No, wait. I'm looking at you, Dishonored. At least Fallout, you kinda care. It's the only game that popularized putting bullshit for you to read. That is literally just bullshit. And you're like, yay, it's my favorite part. Because it's like meta. And knows it's bullshit. So it makes it okay. It's like, here's my shopping list. And you're like, applaud. I am too, though. Like, I'm not trying to single you out. It's like a lot of open world games have a bunch of shit for you to read, and very little of it is worth reading. When you do find something worth reading, you're playing Witcher 3. And you're like, wow, that was actually thought-provoking. I need like 5 minutes to sit here and reflect on it. At times. That actually did happen to me at times playing Witcher. I was like, wow, dude, that was actually deep. Okay, what the fuck are we doing?
Godstick is located in Sakharanome.
Sorry, I got distracted. We promised side missions, and look at all these side missions we haven't done. I mean, that one didn't have a clear objective on the map, though. It's like, find this. I'm like, okay. And I go to the map, and it's like, we don't know what to tell you. Maybe it just glitched last night. I guess it did. Because now it seems to know. At least I already killed the animal. That's good. How'd I miss that? I don't really know where the best place to enter is. It's a new feeling for me. Let's see. It's like I want to be all perverted, but I also want to get monetized, so I have to just get really good at throwing it in between the lines. This is me wondering how old that bread on top of the fridge is. Realizing my freezer's been open for 4 hours. It's a really weird mix of feelings. It's like optimism and complete failure at the same time. You're like, yay, oh. I'm just having a run of it tonight. My couch flammable, doors are open. Bad boy for life. Bad influence. And now my elbow's back on the elephant ass part of the couch. And it's sticky and I just don't even care. It's like when you do yourself and you're just like, I'm not gonna clean it. I'm just gonna lay here. I just wanna feel alive. It's like I'll just have a funky elbow. Like this elbow smells good, this elbow that doesn't. And if I give you the rock bottom, guess which one you're getting. But if you're like, man, I'm a hot chick and nothing turns me on like elbows, you're definitely getting mine. Just forget I even have a right one. We can roleplay, I'll hold my arm behind my back.
In Godstick, Final Fantasy items.
is if I don't think it's funny, then you don't deserve to have to sit through it. And sometimes maybe I'll run with me.
You watch WW.
My destiny is a little interpreted. Blame Ron White. I've only met 2 celebrities in my life, Maya and Ron White. You're like, who the fuck's Maya? And you're like, who the fuck's Ron White? Exactly. I'm old. Slightly inebriated. I wouldn't say mildly. That seems like too much.
Area is off limits.
Greatly. Still alive. Definitely fucking trim my nose. I want to see the fatality I get it. Fuck, so no one is all, like, I guess it's like, no one can block it when it's like this. Because I've yet to have someone, they would look cool if they weren't at the downward incline. Maybe next time. Like, weird versions of the fatalities once you've seen the way it's supposed to look. But like, it's your first time seeing it, and you're not proportional to where they're standing. It's like how you read it. I keep forgetting to have one of you. You're like Coulson in. You're so bossy. Every time I do this, I'm like, the game's gonna freeze. So let's just wait. That thing that's never froze again. Well, way to just be standing there. I bet they're proud of you. In all honesty, I would have killed you all anyway. So, this works. It'd be a shame if one of you, I don't know, went to light the lamp. Fuck. So next time we're not gonna suck. What are we gonna do? Well, what are we not gonna do? Suck. Good pep talk. I can understand why I have 130 subscribers now. I'm the coach you deserve. Just not the one you need. Hey, life sucks. That's what you get for free. You want a good lawyer, pay for one. You want, like, to just not go to prison? I'm the guy. I should have rephrased that. Should have been like, if you want to not go to prison, lawyer up. If you want to not pay anything, don't look like you're picking a solid effort. Not your guy. That would have been more accurate. Well, I got the important one, and then the other important one showed up. Awkward. Or convenient. Hey, it makes sense y'all would have known each other. You're not even the important one. How does that feel?
Who is best assassin?
Jesus, now I have to read. Attention. Arrows are flinging past my fucking head. I'm supposed to really care about this letter.
There's another spy in Belgrade.
The end.
He's in great danger.
Hey. Sup?
I'm loving the comments. Just not hearing all of them. Hold on. Just doing that so I can do this. Hey, I leveled up. Level 40, I'm big time now. Are you really doing that? You will burn everything. Alive. But you died.
Try playing this game on 4K and you will be looking at the most realistic game ever.
It's balance on at this point. When I get up to the 26-30 comment mark, I usually do just go ahead and turn comments on so everyone can see it. But I don't want to lose part of my screen. I could just turn TV out. But I could hear you. Life choices. It's always the loot treasure. I don't even want to get. I don't have the patience. Sure, anyway. Man, games really need to get over that Witcher 3 problem. Like, there's no point of even fucking having the treasure if it's worth the treasure. So stop fucking doing it. Stop making treasure that isn't even up to where you're at in the game. Just make all the treasure play auto-lock with wherever you are in your level. So if you're level 26, it's level 26. Just leave it alone. There's no point in playing the game you sold us if the stuff we're gonna get for doing so isn't worth the time. Why do I have to even say that? You're the ones that actually do this for a living. Like, I'm not faking being mad about this. I'm really serious. Like, stop doing this. Make weapons and armor on par with whatever
What
your
will
current
happen
level
when
is.
your father come this time?
It almost ruined. If Witcher 3 wasn't as strong of a game as it is, it would have ruined the whole game for me. Cause like once you have like the Witcher gear, there's no fucking reason to wear anything but the Witcher gear. And they did kind of have the right idea, cause when you get like all your Witcher gear leveled up, it's all the same stats. So it really does come down to like cosmetic value. But it's not until you fully upgrade everything. Well shit, where's the loot? Up you say. In that building you say. Well that's arrows. That's arrows. And that's the treasure. Oh shit. Indiana Jones, I am not. Like, you know that one staircase? Should have took. So, I think we should hit this. Because who knows what we'll uncover, you know? This is where there should be a stone circle somewhere around here. Maybe that's what we uncover. I know we already hit one, but I think we're in fam. There's two over here. At least it's to the point where I'm starting to be like, I get the geography a little. Just because I'm always in the same areas, you know. Especially when it's areas you can't pronounce. That's when you really deserve bragging rights. When your pronunciation of areas, you know that you're good if you can just remember where you're located.
Are you Christian, Muslim, or Hindu?
Sorry. I'm almost up. Almost there. Still have the bread on the couch. I haven't checked the expiration date. I haven't had a movie in a long ass time. Movies when you're streaming games is like everything. If you have to like get up, go to the bathroom, make a sandwich, scratch your balls, all you can do is hope and pray that you get to a movie. I guess my dream game would be Resident Evil 7. Because it's just like one continual movie. But then it would probably also piss me off because it's nothing but quick time events. So I'd be up going to the bathroom making a sandwich while scratching my balls and they'd be like, oh, you didn't press square.
I'll have your guts out!
Could I just stab you effectively? Is that too much to ask?
Can you be Parker?
You know what? Give me a weapon. Thank you for the comments, really, but I need to kill things badly. I'm not trying to ignore you, but I am trying to play well. And I'm not succeeding at
Kill you!
It's like, I'm like, yeah, I want to do my charge attack, and then I'm like, wait, there is no charge attack for this weapon. Maybe that's why I like the axe. You get an extra 2 fatalities. Well, extra fatality.
Why every
Fuck,
assassin do
man.
Parker?
Hold on, I'm sorry, fucking commenter. I told you I'm trying to... No. And I feel bad about responding. But just let me kill this shit. So I'm a horrible entertainer. Alright. I'm just gonna throw comments up on the screen because here, give me a sec. I don't know, audio sharing settings. Nope, that's not it. Broadcast settings. Advanced settings. Display messages from spectators. What will happen when your father comes this time? Are you Christian, Muslim, or Hindu? Can you do parkour? Why every assassin do parkour? I write that up to just trolling because you're like, well, if you're not gonna hear what I'm saying, I'm just gonna say the craziest shit I can think of. I don't have answers to your questions. But I live in Texas. What the fuck religion do you think I am? There's only two. Oh, I wouldn't say that. That's not true. But what do you associate with Texas? I mean, technically, when you say why do every assassin do parkour, I would think it's because Assassin's Creed started parkour and there really was not parkour again until Mirror's Edge, which I did not play, but I know it involved parkour. And And then parkour didn't really come around again until like Dying Light. I will leap from this tower, as the Medjay always does. What? Bro, am I gonna die if I leap? Because I'm having a strong feeling that guy did not live. It's tough to say, am I a cowboy? Because if you watch AMC's Preacher, his idol is John Wayne. And my grandparents raised me to be like John Wayne, and everybody in my family is a country singer. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a rapper and a metal singer. And only date black girls and stuff, you know. And like, I guess I'm a cowboy, cause like my idol is Preacher, Preacher's idol is John Wayne, my idol is John Wayne. So like, yeah, I guess, but not like Kid Rock. I'm not on Eastbound of Vernon or anything. I'm just, I don't have any guns. I'll punch it real good. It's like the most fucking redneck thing I could think of. I actually hate bigots. And living in Texas, that's like an issue. That's how you get shit like insane clown posse. Cause like when you live in the South, there's just a bunch of bigots. And it's like important to separate yourself from them. If you don't agree with them, which you shouldn't. If you do, you might be a bigot too. I don't know. I feel like my struggle and other white people's struggle are a little different. Because at the end of the day, other white people don't really give a fuck. You know, like if you really push them against a wall and hold a gun to their head and like, tell me what you really feel, they'll be like, honestly, I hate everybody. The real struggle in Texas is that there's so many cultures, especially with the popularity of certain cities in Texas. There's so many cultures that you lose your sense of home. Like, if you're a good person and you're not all fucked up in the head and evil and shit, you integrate into the general population and you start to forget about your own personal beliefs. And you just, like, whatever other people are doing, it's like, okay, well, that's what I'm doing. And I mean, I'm 34 and I still fall victim to it. Like, I'm gonna tell you straight up, if you wanna hack me and destroy my life, fucking do it. Well, I live in Austin, Texas, and it's like Vegas for sex addicts. It's crazy, dude. It's like, everybody's like, I'm only here for 6 months, I'm only here for a year, I'm only here for the weekend. So it's like, nothing good can come out of anything, but everybody's always available for right this second. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, right now. It makes everything feel like a phone hotline. Like, if you pay $29.99 right now, you can have this. I don't know, dude. It's crazy. They call it the singles capital. There's a reason they don't call it the marriage capital. Is all I'm saying. Pretty much everybody lives here moved here because they heard how awesome it is. It's like, it's awesome when you moved here. 'cause I only moved from Houston. It's like a 3-hour drive. Everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna get a dog and I'm gonna get a bunch of pictures of me rock climbing and canoeing and at 6th Street, and then I'm gonna date a guy with a beard. And I'm gonna tell everybody that I just love going to concerts and outdoorsy shit, and all of a sudden, like, everybody, I don't know why, but like 99% of dating profiles say, I like camping. It's like nobody fucking likes camping. They just get drunk into it. I've never met a single person in real life who was like, I like camping.
Even when you're kind,
My mother and I would go camping. We did it because we had to. It was a tradition. We didn't like it. That's why we'd get so wasted. Just to, like, do it. Nobody goes camping sober. Because you can't. You're like, it's a trade. You're taking away everything we've learned as a society for 1 night, 2 nights. No AC. Bugs can just come right the fuck in. If a wild animal just wants to walk right at my tent and maul me to death, that is a thing it can do. In return, I'm going to get hammered and probably do peyote. It's like, nobody likes camping. Everybody's dating profile is like, oh, camping. I want to start singling them out and just going for the campers and being like, be like the Michael Myers of, like, Jason Voorhees of, like, dating profiles, and be like, well, okay, that sounds bad. Let me rephrase that. Just troll them to death and be like, so when was the last time you went? Where'd you go? How many people were with you? Were you alone? Like, did you just drive up there, hitch a tent because you couldn't find a date that would agree to it? And like that, the game's like, okay, you're cut off. Okay. Oh, I guess this last call. Lights are on. Everybody go home. Thank you for watching. Special shouts out to Georgani. Georgani. You just have to say it fast. Georgani. Thank you for being my top contributor. Well, you know what they say, you don't have to go home, but you can stay here. If I had to suggest something, Garagandi, I would say check out Honest Trailers, type in H-I-S-H-I, Hishi, how it should have ended, check that out. Check out Bat in the Sun. Yeah, that's throwing a few of my favorites out there. Team 4-Star, you know, some of their abridged, Dragon Ball Z abridged, really funny shit. I wish you could say movie fights. Oh. Anyway. Good night, y'all. Thanks for staying with me till 5:30 in the morning. My God.